is your civil rights. The Department of Education and its highest flunkies like OPT is actually violating your children and your civil and human rights. We need to organize. We thank everybody for being out here today because it takes energy in a real relaxed environment, an environment where parents are speaking to their self-determination, speaking of their effects of their children getting abused by being on the bus for hours while you got a bunch of rich fat cats is floating in yachts, billionaires, voting, bidding for the lowest contract to mistreat your child so that they can make more profit, to let the bus idle and your child is suffering from their fumes in a bus instead of sending a cab. $162 that bus spoke about to get your child to school and back so that they can get their social and health services in school. $162 a day, and you have to pay that out of your pocket. It is a privilege. It's a slap in the face. It's racism. It's super exploitation. They're turning in your children, our children, into commodities. This is what we're facing. This is a very important struggle of riders' civil rights and workers' security and your rights as a community. In June, we're going to be asking everybody to join us. We have to join the movement for better school busing. This is an announcement. We're talking to new members. We're getting members because people are concerned and want to know how could, in their very busy schedule, how could they help? How could they help fight for their children's needs? So we need to organize this. And so we're going to have a meeting on June the 1st at 1 p.m. and Wednesday evening, June the 1st at 7:30 p.m. We're going to change information on route regulations and accommodations and how you could help more. You could help because we got to get these signatures. We got to put it on the ballot because we don't trust after 10 years of watching my family and grandparents and son and daughter being abused by my tax dollars and corporations. We can't trust the Department of Education any longer. We need to take this to you, the people, and we need to change the law of this corrupt, exploitative system of turning our kids into commodity, and we can do it. We need to involve youth into the program of inclusion like the UN says. Just because you have a disability, that don't mean you should be abused. That don't mean that you shouldn't be asked of your opinion. That don't mean that you shouldn't have a job. That don't mean that you shouldn't have recreation. This is what we're talking about. This is what's happening to all these families. So we need to get together and change it, and we can do it. We could change it, and we could have students being trained by the mechanics of the union that's working with us, 1181 and 1061. They can get trained to be a part of developing and fixing the bus and the mechanic. They can get trained. We have parents who could be a part of this. I see neighbors here from my building. They could be a part of it. We could run this between parents, neighbors, students, workers. We could form our own coalition and distribute the work and, like everyone say, do it